Hello, Harmony School of Innovation. My name is Kaylin, and welcome today to my presentation on my PBL project 2015 to 2016. This project will demonstrate the uses of classification and taxonomy in three various subjects. These three subjects are science, human geography, also known as social studies, and English language arts. So let's get started. My first, let's get the easiest stuff out of the way first. My ELA and my SS component. Now, for my ELA component, what I did was that I wrote a short story. This short story demonstrated three characters. Their names were Samantha, Jeremy, and Bob. And these three characters are sitting in a science classroom, such as myself, in the 9th grade, and their objective in the story is to take this unidentified creature that Samantha found and use classification and taxonomy to identify and classify it in a subject in a group that has either been pre-made or they're going to discover a new group of species. And that was what the story was about. For my SS component, the objective was to find something in history or a specific moment in history that really used classification and taxonomy, and I found surprising results. Through my research, I found that classification and taxonomy has been used throughout history. Ever since us as scientists or us as a species have begun to discover new species, we've been using classification and taxonomy in various ways, such as classifying organisms, classifying new organisms, creating new groups, and that is why really our scientific tree is so diverse and colorful today. So there's not one specific moment in history where classification and taxonomy is used in abundance. It's been used moderately throughout history. That's what I found. Kind of species and they are and classify them as such. Now, what I did was that for the first step that I took the alien cards and I classified them into two groups, aliens with ears and aliens with no ears. The next step was to take the aliens with ears and classify them further and classify them more so. And so what I did was that I took the aliens and I classified them into two groups, hair and no hair. Step three was to take the aliens with hair and no hair and classify them further. The next step was to take them and classify them into groups with one eye. So as shown for the PBL project, I was giving these cards by my science teacher and I classified them into different groups. Now as you can see, there was a very common feature between the aliens. There was ears and no ears, there was hair and no hair, and I capitalized on this obvious feature and I classified these aliens into eventually what turned out to be 4 groups, and that was into 4 groups, and that really was a very straightforward project, and it was very interesting to see how aliens were defined. So in conclusion, through the use of ELA as social studies and science, I was able to classify a group of aliens and use classification taxonomy to really just all in all, my PPR project was very straightforward, was very interesting. I had a lot of fun doing this, using classification and taxonomy to find out exactly why we need it. And my results were very surprising. I found out that classification and taxonomy is used in everyday life to really dignify and categorize our species on this planet. So that has been it for me. I hope you enjoyed. This has been Kaylin of Harmony Public Schools of El Paso, Texas. And have a very nice day.